Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I want to do a quick video for today's Patriots versus Texans game. I thought this game was pretty good as far as Patriots managed to come on top at the end. Uh, Final score 25-22, which brings the Patriots to 2-3 and Texans to 1-4. And I know that both teams had the same record going in, obviously. I think both teams want to get back on track. Unfortunately, Houston wasn't able to get it done. Um, I thought they controlled the first half pretty good. They're making the defense for the Patriots look really bad. Patriots, secondary was getting, I think they gave up 3 plays of 20 plus yards, 2 or 3. I don't recall exactly how many. There was quite a few. They got to get better. They can't. Their defense just hadn't been able to get off the field much this year. Even though they've been keeping teams from scoring a lot, they just can't get off the field on third down today, especially. I think what did they were 4 for 4 or 3 for 3 on fourth down. They forget what their third down percentage was. You can't allow teams to convert 3 or 4 fourth downs. I mean, that's just ridiculous. They couldn't stop. They could get them to third down, but they just couldn't get them, to stop them on third down. And they think they punted the ball 3 times. Patriots punted it once. A few costly turnovers for the Patriots. Damian Harris again fumbled the ball in the end zone, which the guy's got to get better. I forget how many fumbles he has for the year so far. I think maybe 3 or 4. It always comes at terrible times. That time was the end, right at the on the end zone. So he was right before he crossed the plane. That was at that was the first game. I forget. I think it was the first game where he fumbled the ball deep in the other team's territory, and that I think cost them the game. He just seems to fumble at the wrong times. The turn has been pretty bad this year for the Patriots. Mac Jones, of course, did really well at that again. He's been pretty solid so far. Every game this year, it seems that the receivers, dropping passes or fumbling the ball, just costly turnovers at the wrong time is really what screwed this team up so far. When they're driving down and the offense is really moving, they turn the ball. Whether it be an interception or fumble, that just somehow shoots himself in the foot. But they were able to overcome that today. And I don't know if it's because Houston's defense kind of, fell apart a little bit in the second half. It just seemed like the momentum swung a lot. The Patriots way in the second half, just like a different ballgame, especially in the mid third quarter through the fourth quarter. Patriots just pretty much dominated the rest of the game. Drove down to kick the winning field goal with I think 10 seconds left, 12 seconds left, something like that. Folk once again coming through. The guy's been really solid since the Patriots picked him up with I think last year, maybe even the year before. I don't recall exactly when they signed him, but he's been pretty good so far. It's just their defense has got to get better. The offensive line again, although I can't blame the offensive line this week too bad because they were down I think 4 guys, so they had four guys and they really weren't starters, but they think they held their own today. Mac Jones was getting a little bit more time to throw the ball, and the play action was working pretty good, even though they weren't rushing the ball too much. They did end up with 128 yards total as a team rushing. Damian Harris lead rusher with 58 yards. It was good to see Ramondre Stevenson getting a chance. And Bolden, of course. What do you have? 2 for 25, Brandon Bolden. I mean, he's not really anything special, but he seems to make some key plays when he's needed. The Texans had 67 yards. And again, Mac Jones, he got 231 yards on 23 of 30. And Davis Mills, 21 of 29 for 312, which was pretty good. I think he did pretty good. The defense just couldn't get the job done at the end of the game, when it comes down to it. Patriots, again, look sloppy in the first half, better in the second half, but there's just still stuff they still need to work on. Texans, I haven't been following that much this season, but this kid Davis Mills, I know he's a rookie, and so if he's a rookie, he's playing that well. You expect big things from him. Again, I don't know much about the guy. I just know that he was supposed to be a rookie. So I don't know if the Patriots defense are just that that bad today, if he was just that good. But either way, his stats were pretty good. We have a rating of 81.2. No, I'm sorry, 141. That's really good. Both teams played pretty solid when they needed to, but also had a lot of costly mistakes on both sides of the ball for both teams. Patriots having to come out on top for once instead of shooting themselves in the foot late. So it's good to finally get that second win. Looking forward to next week's game. So if you guys want to tune in for that, I appreciate it. As always, this was a pretty good game. I am still impressed with the Mac Jones. I think every game, like I said earlier in the video, that he's done really well so far. He hasn't made any huge mistakes. No, once in a while he does like maybe a dumb throw, like you think it's going to intercept it, but it doesn't. But it's been like very minor for the most part. I think he's pretty good with the ball. So I'm looking forward to seeing him the rest of the season. He's looked good so far for every game. But if the offense just can hold on to the ball, get the offensive line problems straightened out, and defense get off the field on third down, I think they should be all right. So yeah, like I said, you guys tune in for next week. For next week's game, be doing a video for that game as well. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in to check out our video. So hit that like and subscribe. Till next time.